You're gonna give up this opportunity? For your daughter?
So do the writers, especially with all this many years on the show, do the writers let y'all have some input in the story or the scene, or let you improv and like, I really want it to go this way, not that way? How much say do you have in some of the things that happen?
Well, we're a lot bigger than the writers are. So, do the writers let us, or do we just do it anyways? We have a really great relationship with our writers, and it's been such a long time. And by and large, we've played Sam and Dean longer than the writers have written Sam and Dean. So they trust us, and we trust them, and they trust us. So it's a pretty unique, neat relationship that I think only happens when you've done 299 and counting episodes of a TV show. And so we also don't waste their time. You know, if there's a line in the script where Dean says, "Hey, where are you going, Sammy?" And I say, "I am going to the store." And I decide to say, "I'm going to the store." I'm not going to call the writers and be like, "Hey, instead of I am, can I say I'm?" So contractions are allowed. So we stick with what we think is really pertinent or crucial to our characters and or to the storyline at large. But we're not in a position too often where we need to make a phone call.
Yeah, I'd say he's being honest with, you know, about I am. But truthfully, I think they have given us the liberty to kind of massage the dialogue if we think we need to in order to enhance the scene or to better, you know, to keep it within character to some degree. And they trust us to make those decisions on the day if need be. If it's a major story point, or it's something that is that needs discussion, then we'll call down and we'll have a meeting of the minds about it. And usually come to a very quick decision, and they do trust us in that capacity to help make those decisions. They take our notes, we take their explanations, and it's a really it's a great relationship, and it has been ever since the get-go. I mean, Kripke really kind of set up a community between the writers and the producers and directors and the actors, and everybody's working to make the best show that we can. And I think that's one of the great things about our set is the best idea wins, whether it's from the writer or the director or the actor or our on-set carpenter. And to be honest, we've all worked together so long that those guys do have suggestions. You know, in fact, Dave, our on-set carp, came up to me the other day and he was like, "Man, it could be really cool if when you said this line, you walked over and picked this thing up." And I'm just throwing it out there. And I did it. It was a great idea because he's the guy who's watched the show all, you know, for many, many years, and he's got investment into these characters and into the storyline. So to have a crew that we have that isn't just punching a clock, everybody's there to make the best show that we can from the top down. And so there's a really cool relationship, not just with the actors and the writers, but with the whole crew, the whole company.
And it's also nice because sometimes there'll be just logistical problems. You know, it's Sam and Dean walking over the other day. We were doing a scene. It was in a hospital, and the scene, it's written where Sam does something to one of the machines in the hospital, but the way the scene was blocked out, Dean was closer to the machine, so it made sense for him to do it instead of Sam. So we were like, all right, well, let's change it. Why would Sam walk all the way over there to check something when Dean would just do it? So
we've even just, you know, like if I walk in, and if I was the first one that made sense for me to enter a room, but he had the first line, and the line was, you know, where did they go? He'll just be like, you just take that. Like, got it. So then, you know, and that's not something that we could call down to Los Angeles and bother these guys who are really thinking on a larger scale of what this show needs to be. Those are just the minutia that we kind of handle on a day-to-day basis, and they trust us to do that.
Everything runs smoothly. Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for your question.
Make the show even better. Catch me later for the appropriate one.
Thanks so much.